So I like to run you through what I like to call the elite system of leadership, the blueprint for leading and the manifesto that I created. So everybody knows football here, right? What's your favorite team? I know our first speaker likes Chelsea. Unfortunately, they're not doing so well this season. Who are the Man U fans? Wow. The Arsenal fans, people that want to win the league. Let them win it now. Leave it for them. Where are the upcoming Man City fans? They're not here. Real Madrid. Okay. Barca. Okay. That's amazing. So, I like you to view the entire ecosystem of the world like a football stadium. The entire creative space of AI is broken down, and I like to use the analogy of football to describe it for you. Today, 80% of the entire creative force in AI, they fall in the space of the crowd. You know the way the crowd is in the stadium, right? The largest number of people are the fans. Do you agree? People who love the football club. Please, Chelsea fans. How many of you have gotten money from Chelsea before? Man U, they've paid you. They paid you. They paid you once. Wow, for doing what? Sportsy. You're not a fan of Chelsea. You're a fan of Nigeria Bet. That's it. So, Baka, but you see, you've bought jerseys, you've bought data, you've subscribed to the internet, you are always watching live score, and sometimes you are emotionally invested. You know, Arsenal fans are probably having IBP every week now and then. It's a little bit lower this week. But that's where 80% of the entire ecosystem of AI lies, the fan base. You are into, how many of you have told ChatGPT to create a funny joke for you before? Give you a joke in pidgin. Show you your picture. Tell you something that you can use to write love letter. You use it to check small assignments. Use this, right? Check small assignments. You gave it your image, you turn it to a small cartoon. You now ask it to tell you, based on all you know about me, what is the job that I am doing? And you posted it. I'm sorry, but I'd like to break it to you that that is the least important thing that ChatGPT can do for you. And that is where 80% of the world is. And it's intentional. So there are 4 levels to this thing in the AI ecosystem. Level 1 is a relationship that is passive for consumers. That's what they keep most of the world today. They want to entertain you with ChatGPT. First of all, how many of you know that ChatGPT is not free? I know you're on the free plan, but you are aware it's not free. You're aware, right? Okay, so they entertain you with ChatGPT. They keep you there. They allow you to do search, create picture. But at this point, you have no value from it. You're not the owner of anything in that company. How many of you have iPhones here? Samsung. How many of you have iPhone shares? Samsung shares. How about Nokia? No shares at all. Okay. So your average iPhone is like ₦1 million now, right? Right? Oh, you people are buying from Garrison. Okay, so like 350, 400. By the way, Garrison is Port Harcourt Computer Village, right? 400, 400 there I buy. Do you know how much is shares for iPhone? Do you know how much? 10,000. 10,000. You have something from Apple for 10,000. How many of you have Bamboo app? You have Bamboo app that is working. Not the one you download. You have account that's something is happening. So you can buy shares there. But do you know why you're not buying? Because the world is intentionally created, and this AI ecosystem is intentionally made to keep you at level 1, consumer. The reason why you are not paying subscription is because they want to keep you entertained. They want you to use it for homework for free. They want you to use it for assignments. They want you to use it to create pictures. They want you to keep training the models for them for free. So they want to keep you like the fans. So how many of you like Claude more than ChatGPT? Anybody? So some people say, Claude is the best. How many of you like Gemini more than ChatGPT? I like Gemini. Gemini is... Do anybody use Perplexity here? Some people use Grok. Until Grok started taking money. You liked it, they started charging you, right? So they want to keep you entertained. That's level 1. And that's where a lot of the people in our world today, and this is not the African thing, globally, they all stay as AI fans. They don't understand the machine. How many of you actually know how machine learning works? Do you know machine learning is the brain of AI? Let's even start with that. Nobody knows. Okay, how many of you know that machine learning is a full course for AI? A few people know. Okay, do you know courses like, these are courses that are going to be a thing in the next 5 years. Do you know courses like emotional intelligence? Do you know those ones? You know things like AI. See, if you don't do anything about AI or take anything I say today, just dedicate the next 1 year for any of this course, you will make it. I guarantee you. Cybersecurity is going to be a very big deal, especially in our economy. There is deepfake engineering. Have you heard about it before? Just ChatGPT some of these things, just like you can Google them. But my point is, you are being intentionally engineered to stay at the lowest level of the ecosystem because the goal is to keep the 80% preoccupied with entertainment, with doing basic things. In so doing, you would never have to. Do you know how long it takes you to play with ChatGPT? Have you ever, humor me, for instance, go on your phone. Your phone has something that tells you how long you spend on your phone screen, the different apps you spend on your phone screen. Humor me, go and check your top phone apps. Tell me, you see Instagram, you see TikTok, you see Netflix and chill. Even the ChatGPT that you say you're using for education is somewhere down. It's intentional mind engineering to keep you at the bottom of the echelon. The reason is because they need you to not be ambitious. They are intentionally keeping you entertained with technology instead of allowing you to aspire to be owners. Now you find level 2 of this entire ladder. You know, in football, there's only 22 people that are playing the match all together, right? At every given time, with the referee, 22 people, the coach. Out of that 80,000 fans in the stadium, they all came to watch only 22 people. And that's what happens a lot. You see, they don't want you to even get to the 22 people. You know why? Being a professional footballer is very hard. How many of you had uncles or neighbors that said that they want to be footballers, but they are somewhere in your streets now? How many of you had those people? Being a professional footballer is very, very hard. You will play, your body will pain you. I tried doing small exercise this morning, my shoulder is still paining me. Those people, they have to jam them. Your body will pain you. But you know what? They will pay you a lot of money when you make it. And it's intentional. So they put a few people on your screen to make it look like the prize of the game. So today in football, you have people like Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappe, Messi. If you don't believe me, how many of you have seen people online saying that they gave birth to a 9-year-old child and they said the child is Project Mbappe? Have you seen it? Project Cristiano Ronaldo. So a crawling baby has football like this. Have you seen them doing it? Do you know why they're doing that? Because they have lied to everybody that the highest level you can get to in the ecosystem is to be a professional footballer. So even parents have bought the lie. So they don't want their child to be a fan. They want their child to be the footballer. Because you know Ronaldo gets good money, right? Do you know Ronaldo's salary here? Some of you should know now. You used to Google these things because you used to argue it's a football banter. In the collect money pass this one. Some of you know his salary, right? Or you can imagine that it's very huge. Hold on. Do you know somebody pays Ronaldo? Have you ever thought about it? That somebody pays Mbappe? Have you ever thought about that? Somebody pays Ronaldo, pays the coach, pays the entire football team, pays the medical staff. Who do you think those people are? So, Chelsea fan, do you know the owner of your club? If I show you the picture of your club owner, do you know? How many of you know the owner of your club? One person does. Ask now, how many of you know the owner of your club? Please, if you want me, how many of you don't know the owner of your clubs? You don't know them, right? And it's intentional. So what they do is they make you get into level 2 very difficult that you give up. And what happens with it in AI is that a lot of you stay at the point where you only want to be entertained with AI. You never think to use AI to build tools. How many of you have built anything with AI before? I don't mean create picture. I don't mean doing music. You did a website. What's on the website with AI? You did that with AI. So one out of everybody. Somebody else have done a website with AI. So they don't even want you, because you can see our numbers. They don't want you to even get to the point where you can be productive with the tool. Because the learning curve, which is where a lot of you come in today, to learn AI is hard. Let me just tell you now. It's hard. I know you've seen people come online to say, you can learn AI in 1 week. Let me just tell you now, they are lying to you. You want to collect money. You cannot learn AI in 1 week. You can't even learn it in 3 months. You can't. Let me just tell you now. I've been doing it for 2 years plus. You cannot learn AI in 1 week. They will teach you, they will dash you prompts, you press the prompts, you see picture and you can be happy and you go home. But when you go home, you don't know anything. You will realize that you don't know anything. Because you can't learn it in 1 week. It's very difficult to learn. However, it still becomes one of the easiest things to learn. You know why? You don't need 4 years to learn AI. You need like 6 months to grab the basics. You need like 6 months to be very good at it. And that's you learning by yourself. If you learn with a mentor, it probably like 3 months, you are good. I mean, you are good in 3 months with a mentor. So compared to every other thing you should have been learning before, learning AI is, easier to grasp. But it's not as easy as they make you see on social media. People do video and say, I did this in 1 minute. Yeah, and you think, there are AI people here, they can tell you. They know they do video in 1 minute, though. They know they do them in 1 minute, though. They'll just tell you, hey, I just did this. No. It took more than that. It took more than that. For you to like that video, most of the AI-generated videos was also edited by an editor after. AI did maybe 80% of the job. Somebody still did 20%. So my point is, they make you see level 2 using AI as the peak of what you should do with AI. And that's a lie. What AI has done is, AI has come to be a leveler. AI is a leveler in that sense that it makes everybody start at the same point. Let me tell you a secret number 2 in the industry. Are you ready for this one? There's nobody in the world that is a professional AI specialist, including the people that build AI tools like ChatGPT. Anybody that say, I am the professional is a lie. All of us just saw it 2 years ago. We just saw it in 2023. Are we professionals? People that made it, they don't even know the extent at which it can go. So how are we professionals? We that are using it, the person that made ChatGPT, we're all experimenting. The thing is, whoever gets there first is the one who claims the territory. Everybody. That's how it works. That's how it works. For instance, are you aware that agentic AI just came out in March? Do you know what agentic AI is? Like, do I need to explain that? Does anybody know what agentic AI is? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. You have big computer in front of your screen. I really don't know. Okay, so agentic AI is, for instance, on my LinkedIn page, I don't think I've opened it in 1 week. Yeah? But there's a post there every day. What happens is that you build an AI robot that talks and writes like you, then you connect it to your page and you forget about it. Every day, it will go to the place, post for you, tell you, oh, this post is doing very well. Oh, this post is not doing very well. Like, I don't check. Do you understand what I mean? That's AI, agentic AI, getting the machine to do the task from the beginning to the end without you interfering in the middle. That's what agentic AI is. And it just came out in March this year. March this year. So who is the professional now? There's no professional. We're all learning it together. So the fact that I'm using it now doesn't mean that, I am the Oga of agentic AI. Because we're all exploring the two together. So I'm saying that to tell you that they don't want you to get to level number 3. Because level number 3 is where the real money is. Level number 3 is ownership. And people that own AI, they're not popular. Just like you don't know the owner of your club. People that have the real money, they don't use popularity to draw them to themselves. They don't use virality. The catch in level 2 is that, you'll be very popular and we'll pay you. But in level 3 is, those money that don't use to make noise. Quiet money. It doesn't shout. But they don't want you to get there. What you will notice is that the number of people that is in level 3 is even fewer than the number of people in level 2. You don't have 22 people with the entire staff owning a club. Probably owned by 2, sometimes just 3 persons. They don't want you to get there. But I'm telling you that with AI, you can become the owners of your own brand. And it doesn't take that long. What I'm explaining to you, I can tell you now to go and check my website on Google. I launched that website in 1 month. Everything AI generated. When you go and check AI training in Port Harcourt, it's probably number 3 on the list. 1 month. I'm not doing so much SEO conversion. I'm not doing so much optimization. I'm not doing all those things in my head. And I'm comparing to people that have been there for like 5 years. If I stay there, it probably will be number 1 by December. If I stay there, it probably will be number 1 in Nigeria by December. Why? Because I understand not just that you need to learn, they want you to learn AI so that you can sell. How many of you saw people selling prompt on Facebook? People used to say, buy my prompt, 1,000, so that your picture can look like my own. And they want you to learn, so you'll be collecting. Now, can they sell prompt again? That's what they want you to do. I do AI training, but AI training is not what gives me money. You know why? Because AI training is like going to open a cyber cafe. How many of you remember did you use cyber cafe in your time? Did you buy time? You did not buy time. They'll give you 1 hour. You log in. You not do your own mail, your own messenger. You did not do that one. And you are really young. Wow. I'm sorry. Okay, my generation, we used to go to a cyber cafe. We'll pay money. They will give us 1 paper. We will now type the time. When your time reach 1 hour, the computer will watch laptop. The computer will off. I know people do not experience it, but what I'm trying to say is doing AI training is like opening a cyber cafe for that kind of, it will not last. You know the truth. You know the truth. You don't need anybody to teach you AI. You don't need anybody to teach you AI. That's just the truth. The AI machine can teach you AI by itself. You can learn AI with the AI. But you are creating picture you are not seeing. So when I do AI training, I don't do AI training. What am I training you? What the AI is there to train you? I only do AI mentorship. My job in 12 weeks is to show you how to use AI by yourself so that you can go and be great. I come and teach you how to prompt. If you use my prompts, you get my face. So you learn. So they don't want you to get to level 3. Because level 3 is when you start creating ownership of products. Me and you can use ChatGPT and we'll get completely different results. The same tool. Then there's level 4. Level 4 is the peak of the entire level, where I hope you can get there with AI. Right now, AI don't have governance. By that, I mean that there are no laws for AI now. People are creating the laws as we go. Nigeria have not even started. Like, there's no law for how you should use AI in Nigeria right now. Some countries have laws. So what is expected of you is, if you do so well in level 3, where you know how to use AI, like, do you know you can have your own ChatGPT? Are you aware? Are you aware you can have your own ChatGPT? Like, you can build your own, run it by yourself. It's not connected to anybody else. Are you aware? You can do that. When you are able to do that by yourself, then you can now come to the table to start telling people that this is how they should do AI law. My core area in AI is education. It's education. I'm building tools towards education. How many of you are using this SSMW app? The one for the experience. Did you log in? How many of you are using it? I built it, wait, I will put it in like 2 conversations. That one you're seeing now, that website you're seeing now, in like 2 conversations. In like 2 conversations. I'm sorry, but to tell you, that app, I was building it, and building that app was not a job. It's not something I put in my day like I have something to do. Even it was this morning I told him to give me social media and do that, because Tammy was very busy. You tell him to give you something, I give you, 3 weeks later. I'm like, today is the thing. Give me social media and to put inside now. I pressed it, went to have my bath, came out, it was finished. That's how easy it is to use it. But you see, before you to get to the point of easy, you need to learn. Please, can you just skip? My time is almost gone. So there's a crowd. You need to move from crowd to player. So your step 1, most of us here were in crowd. You only use AI to be doing prompts, to be correcting English. How do you use ChatGPT to be correcting English? Then you need to move to player, where you know how to use the tool. But your goal of moving to player is to get to level 3. Next slide, please. Where you become owners of tools. I can build any tool for any purpose, but you need to train for it. But the goal is that, can you imagine if you're a lawyer now, you'll be the one to dictate how laws should be made in the next 10 years in Nigeria, because everything is going to be automated. Can you imagine if you're a creative, you decide how business will be used in Nigeria because everything is automated? The goal is to get you to level 4, where you be rulers. You can make decrees. I know the thing I'm saying is looking like we never even start to press the AI. You're going to talk about to be Oga of AI. Let me tell you, you can get there in 6 months. 6 months with 4 hours dedicated, you can get there. However, you need a mentor, somebody to show you the ropes. Please, next slide. To do this quickly, their goal is to keep you frustrated so that you don't have time to think. How many of you watch Netflix and sleep off? You do that, right? Okay, how many of you play video games and you're like, one more game now, before you know it's 2 a.m. in the morning? Do you know the psychology behind that? The goal is that they keep you entertained enough so you don't have energy to be productive. Let me tell you, the owner of Netflix, he said their competition is sleep. When they were building Netflix, their competition is not Showmax. Their competition is sleep. And he said they are winning. Their competition is that you will be too engaged with non-productive things so that they keep you at the point of consumers. That's their goal. So you need to protect your energy. You need to do things like exercise every day. And I mean exercise not for six pack. Oh. I'm not saying anything's wrong with six pack, but just exercise to keep your mental energy working. You need to read every day. You need to read. Even if you are reading with a computer, but you need to read. You need to read. You know, he was saying it in the last time. You need to protect your mind. Please just go to the last slide, please. Go to the last slide. So I want you to write your vision. We have a few trainings. Like I told you, I don't train every week. I don't have the time for it. I train twice a year for 3 months. That's how I train people. Twice a year for 3 months. We are finishing the first one this May. The next one is going to hold in September. 12 weeks, 3 months. The training is intensive. I promise you. I promise you it's intensive. But it's open for everybody. Even if you don't know jack about AI, when you are coming out, if you are committed, you will be sought after. So the training is usually 350K. Early bird discount is 250K. However, for this event, if you go to sign up within the next 1 week and you put the code SSMW 2025, SSMW 2025, you can pay 200,000. Is it cheap? Absolutely not. Will it be worth your time? Yes, it will. Will you come out better? And we give certification, by the way. Greater certification. And I don't dash certificates. If you don't do well, I will give you certification of participation. If you do well, we can enroll you into our fellowship where we keep building tools. Then for those of you, everybody likes money, right? So I did a business package for this event. You can refer somebody. For every referral you get 50,000 naira. Yes. I intentionally did it like that. I want to give you money too because there's money in AI. We can all collect it. Everybody refer that registers, you get 50,000 naira. Everybody, but if you refer to people that registers, you can pay 100,000 naira and join the training yourself. But if you say you don't want to join the training, just want to collect money, no problem. We'll see in the future. You can register and collect 50,000 naira. All of this can be done on our websites, aiadvantage.org. I brought one more gift for you. I don't have a screen to display it. But if you go to aiadvantage.org, our website, and you go to experience, aiadvantage.org, aiadvantage.dev, that's our website. If you go to our website and you go to the experience page, I created 2 free tools for you. Now, a lot of people go to ChatGPT to prompt, but they don't know how to prompt. So they don't get desired results. So what I did was I built the engine to respond to lazy prompting. So you don't think too much. So there are 2 gifts there. One is improve my business, and one is build my idea. Has anybody seen it? Yes, thank you. Improve my business or build my idea. If you click on any of it and answer 5, 6 simple questions about maybe your existing, because one of the things I hear a lot is that, how will this AI help me? How will it help me? I want to use AI now, but how will it help me? And just go to improve my business. Put proper details. 5 or 6 slides later, you will see how much you are losing by not using AI. You will see where you are on the AI cadre. Then we'll give you a full plan on how you can use AI. They are all free. You will see how much it will cost you to learn AI and how much it will cost you to build by yourself. And, if you don't want us to train you, just put your email address. Those information will come to your email for free. It's free. They will give you the information. You can use it to do what you like. But the goal is, what the essential message I wanted to pass to you in day 1 is, don't use AI as a consumer. You are playing too small. You will not make money. Even so, there's no impact there. Tomorrow, I'll break down the business side of AI. But if you move to being owners of AI, then I just built the app to show you that if I had more time, we could have built. Let's try it tomorrow. We'll build a website live. I'll be here tomorrow. So I don't like talking too much. I like AI is not something that is to talk. AI is like if you go for singing competition, that's how AI is. If you say you can sing, they'll say take microphone or yeah sing. That's how AI is. So I don't used to like to talk to. I like to just show you that. See what can be. So tomorrow, I think I'll just start my first 10 minutes, show you how to build a website. So you just see a website quickly first. Let's just work with that one first. So you know that, okay, this is not English. It's practical. If you know what to do, you get your result quickly. So we'll do that tomorrow. But I think I'll wrap up there for now. Do I have time for questions or that's wrap up? Okay, so any questions? How many can we take? 3 questions. So 3 people will raise up your hand. We'll just take a question. 1, 2. Okay, we'll just have 2. Let me just say this to you now. If you know how, those of you that are in school, I used to teach the people that come. We have something for children, kids. If you know how to use AI very well, you should never fail any course. Side notes, not wisdom. The AI does not have wisdom more than your lecturer, but the AI knows more informative thing about your course than your lecturer. Please go ahead.
So when you were talking about agentic AI, you said you are going to leave it for the AI to do whatever and then it goes to your page. So I was like, is there any risks associated to it?
A lot. A whole lot. It can be hacked. What you are building can be intercepted by somebody else. That's why cybersecurity is a very lucrative course not in Nigeria, in the world right now. In fact, do you know of Claude? You know Claude? You've heard about it. You know of Claude, Anthropic. That's the name of the company. In April, they released an AI tool just for giant companies to show them how vulnerable they are. And they told them that they will soon release those tools to the general public. But they told the company that pay us to protect you first before people get it. So is it risky? Yes, it is. However, if you understand how to build AI, just like the one I've built now, if you know how to build AI tools, they can hack it. So the first thing you would do, there are 2 ways to go about it. There are people who have built their company. They have companies that they create agentic AI. So you pay them, subscribe to them, then they take care of your security needs, or you build it by yourself. And when you build it by yourself, you put the security measures so that you will not be hacked. That's how you go about it. So yes, there are risks, but you can be protected. The second person.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Wakamarita Karibo. So during the last South Media Week, we were told that we are not exercising on these apps properly if we're using it for only creating cartoon images. He spoke on ChatGPT and Canva that we can make use of them to make ebooks to sell them. But then the question is, how do we sell them as Nigerians? Because I have tried certain apps, but it doesn't favor Nigeria in terms of verification and cash out. So how do we tend to sell and also get real buyers for these books?
The truth is, you need to join a mentorship course. That's the truth. I cannot break all that down now. But you see, for instance, you don't know me before, right? Yeah, so part of selling is telling Tammy that, hey, Tammy, what are you doing? I can build AI tool for you that will help you get you data quickly, and I'll do it for free. And I'll do it for him, then I can talk to you. But there's a way to sell in Nigeria. There's a way to sell in Nigeria. And there's a way not to sell in Nigeria. I'm sure you see people on Facebook say things like, I taught my wife these 5 prompts. She now makes 1 million naira a month. I will teach you too. Go and attend now and see what you will say. I guarantee you will not say anything. Because there's a way to sell. And one of the ways was what the first speaker did, which is the way I like to approach things. You take the solution to the people. You don't package. So you can, I'll give you an instance. How many of you use Google Drive to save your WhatsApp? Is it full? Is it full? Is it full now? So how many of you subscribe? How many of you subscribe now? So that's a marketing strategy. They give you Google Drive for free, and they give you 15 gig for free that you should be using it. You know, when you are saving only your documents, you say 15 gig is very big, right? But they will now go and meet WhatsApp and tell WhatsApp that everybody that uses WhatsApp, they must be using our Google Drive as their backup. The moment you start backing up WhatsApp on your Google Drive, 2 months later, they say space is finished. Now you are stuck. You can't go anywhere else. You will now pay, first of all, you pay 9,000. 9,000. That's, or 8,000 thereabouts. It used to be small money. The first time, small money for 1 year. They will give you 100 gig. You will not say, 100 gig is big. Don't worry. What happens to your mind is, as I have 100 gig now, you just be snapping picture. Phew, phew, phew. Before you know 100 gig are full. But even if your 100 gig is not full, do you know what Google does in year 2? Do you know what they will do? You won't pay 8,000 anymore. You pay double the amount. You pay 18,000. But do you know what you pay? You are stuck with them. You're not going anywhere. Do you know why I like ChatGPT? Because they give it for free first. Everybody had free access. Do you know why many people don't know Claude? How many of you know Claude here? Do you use them a lot? Do you know why? Because they used to collect money quick from the beginning. Do you understand? So, ChatGPT gets you for free first, then you pay later. That's usually, within the IT space, that's usually the best marketing strategy. Because why should I pay you? Now that you don't know me and you've heard me speak, you might believe that I can teach you AI. But if you've not heard me speak before, how will you, if you see me just online saying AI, you'll be like, this one won't collect my money, they even collect 350K. Which kind of tip be this one? Right? So I have to collaborate with Tammy to come and say, let me just share a bit of my knowledge so that maybe they will think I can teach them. If they trust me, and I have evidence, I'm sure. I have my number. Sorry, before you introduce my beautiful wife, my number 1 cheerleader. So please clap. Nah, she's here. Let me tell you why I introduced that. Do you know how to know the thing that pays money? When you put your family member inside. So my wife, she's learning AI. She was learning AI when she was pregnant with our second child. She's learning it now. Because there's money inside. Not just money, there's impact inside. So all my family and friends, all of them paid for training. So my point is, I can break down all the other marketing strategy for you, but I can only do that in a paid course. But there's a way to sell in Nigeria, and there's a way not to sell in Nigeria. Nigeria don't used to believe people for free. You must show evidence. All right.